Welcome to the Oaks, the home where Brad, Drew, Amy, and Bill have lived since April of 1991. Our home has gone through a number of changes since 1991. First, it was yellow. Then we painted it gray and added shutters. And now it is a deep green, a color we love and are unlikely to change. In 1992, we added a shed, which was moved in 2014 when we added a garage. Our home lies in an old neighborhood of a few houses and some townhomes, about 100 yards from a busy road in a suburb north of Chicago. While it is a suburban environment, we live close to a small freshwater lake, and our lot is covered with old oak trees. These wonderful old oaks, along with the wild areas we've let grow and native plants we've nurtured, have attracted quite a few animals over the years. Since birds are one of Bill's things, bird feeders have graced various locations on the property over the years. Speaking of feeders, let's start with a few of the birds that have visited the Oaks. Since we are near a flyway, many species visit us on their way north each spring. We see indigo buntings and rose-breasted grosbeaks in the feeders, and white-throated and white-crowned sparrows on the ground beneath them. And Baltimore orioles are attracted to the oranges we put out. Catbirds like to nest nearby to secure access to our free food, and house wrens and American robins frequently nest on multiple sides of our property. Black-capped chickadees and white-breasted nuthatches live here year-round. And in 2020, this family of white-breasted nuthatches made frequent trips to our suet feeder. One winter morning, we enjoyed watching a Cooper's hawk munch on a mourning dove. On another day, we were surprised to see a turkey wander through. And then this mallard hen helped herself to some water in our bird bath. A number of mammals have visited the Oaks, but none more loved than Rip Van Winkle, our Shar-Pei. Soon after his arrival, he became fast and lifelong friends with Brad and Drew. And I think he was okay with Amy and Bill as well. Drew would let Rip lick his face until his cheek was raw. And Brad once told Amy that Rip was his best friend. Throughout his time with us, Rip ranged from comical to playful to beautiful. To loyal, often sitting at my feet while I taught piano, and always wanting to be in the same room with one of us. After Rip left us, a foster Rottweiler named Sammy stayed with us for a summer and became fast friends with Amy, our family, and the students in the summer jazz workshop. Bluto, our neighbor's bulldog, spent a few nights at our house also. He loved to luxuriate on our couch. Amy also worked for a while caring for pets, and Sully stayed at the Oaks for a couple of weekends. We also branched out and did a bit of cat sitting, as long as the cat's coat was a beige tint that matched our carpet. Meanwhile, outside, the Oaks attracted an equally interesting mammalian population. Raccoons have raised countless kits and helped themselves to dinner at our bird feeders. Possum also seem to include bird seed in their diets. This fawn seemed attracted to our vegetation. If only I could direct him to our buckthorn. This dead duck was the first sign of one of the most entertaining mammals at the Oaks, a family of 6 fox vixen born and raised under our shed. Of course, with all of our oak trees, we've had squirrels galore. And they are out even in the deepest snows, always looking for acorns or birdseed. Every summer we've seen at least one family of rabbits. I did not manage to photograph the 2 bats that ended up inside our home, but here's an artist's rendition of the one that latched onto our dulcimer. Also, no photos of the mice I've trapped. But you might enjoy this shot of a squirrel who met his demise by plunging headfirst into a bird feeder. We've also enjoyed some of the insects at the Oaks. This red admiral is enjoying the native dogwood we planted. This beautiful cecropia moth used our screen door to rest. This katydid somehow made it through our bug security system and joined us inside. I really enjoyed watching these white-lined sphinx moths, often called hummingbird moths, enjoying our hostas one fall. And in September of 2019, our native planting efforts were rewarded by these monarch caterpillars and a chrysalis that matured to adulthood. We hope they made it successfully to their wintering grounds in Mexico. We are grateful for the many animals that have entertained us, given us hope, and improved the quality of our lives at the Oaks.